First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And we are underway from Atlanta. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
Ready. Let's go now.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
He's tackled at the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4.
60 Eagles.
They'll throw with Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Ready.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hawk 70. 79 Bronco. Hawk 19. Ready.
Here's Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Baron Browning drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding space at the 40. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Up 3rd and 12.
Looking to throw, Penix. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this to counter underneath. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A play fake. Now Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Baron Browning. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it.
Picked off by Xavier Watts. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins. Look at the big fella go. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Murray now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Shut up! 70 Timberwolves.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. This ball down the field for Pitts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
looking to put a drive together.
Hey, check that.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
To the air, Bennett. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They start the drive with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 18.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle, Harrison. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
4th down.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
21 yards. That's good. Cardinals, 1st down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Murray now. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
And the Cardinals, 1st down.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Shotgun now for Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Arizona.
They run behind center with Connor. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
Made by Jesse Bates.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the Falcons,
To throw is Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Now Murray. That's complete to McBride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Robinson.
First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
He's back to throw.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 4th down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Come on, set. Panther 6, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They are going for it. Penix. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game.
It's a turnover on down.
Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, that last sack puts Murray in the car. From the gun, a give to Connor.
James Conner, the ball carrier. David. Yamanta brought him down. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.